The aim of this presentation is to answer the question, has technology changed educational practice? Technology is an ever-evolving concept from the conception of writing in 10,000 BC to the development of artificial intelligence in 2016. Throughout human history, there has been many technological shifts which have influenced the cultures that have adopted them. Traditional British education found its beginning in the 19th century, and since then it has been rapidly changing, from the implementation of television for education to the use of laptops in each lesson. The way in which lessons are conducted have changed significantly. Therefore, the following will explore the impact of technology on education and just how much it has changed its practice.
How have technological developments been used in education? Initially, technological developments in education were slow due to the teachers' apprehension about computers, thinking they would be used to replace them rather than as a tool to aid education, as proposed by Abbott. As technology developed, we moved away from the use of floppy disks and stationary computers to the use of clouds and portable devices, such as tablets and smartphones. These are constantly connected to the online world, stated by Cavalier, allowing work to be continued at home. If these new devices are incorporated effectively, they can be used to improve students' abilities in order to produce more effective workers, suggested by Cavalier. One technological advancement is that of the interactive whiteboard. This allows dialogic elements of interaction to be woven into broader classroom talk, stated by Hennessy and Warwick, allowing students to engage more with the subject in a contributable environment. The pupils are encouraged to ask questions in response to something they are actively engaging with, enabling more efficient learning to take place.
In a culture that is now endorsed in technology, there are many proven benefits to this highlighted in educational settings. According to AU et al., the use of technology can enrich the learning environment, and this implies that technology could impact on intrinsic motivation as the environment is positively stimulating the children, which leads the way for successful learning journeys. The implementation of technology allows both the facilitators and the students to explore their subjects through a broad range of software such as spreadsheet and the internet. This is a benefit as children often adapt to a surface processing technique when given new information to remember. However, the facilities now allow children to explore these subjects in greater depth if they so wish to, and therefore their level of understanding will increase. This can have a substantial positive effect on their academic ability and therefore can benefit their grades.
As technology use has become more prevalent in our society, traditional educational theory has lost its relevance. This is because, according to Akin, the structure of knowledge has changed. It is for this reason that Siemens conceived of the model of connectivism. This model suggests that the human mind makes connections which need to be shared in order to keep them going. Therefore, technological advancements, such as Web 2.0, has allowed students freer access to information from around the world. This reflects Vygotsky's theory of social constructivism. However, the ability to construct information is now far more wide-reaching than it was in his time. This is largely due to the influence of the internet, which is the basis of almost all technology in our current society. Therefore, according to this learning theory, students are now more capable of forming connections, which means that technology has had a positive influence on their ability to learn.
There are many potential issues with using technology in education, such as teachers not being able to adapt to changing facilities. It was found that teachers with more than 10 years of teaching experience were not given sufficient training on how to use the technology that was being brought into the classroom. The issue here is that by implementing technology into the curriculum, not only do students need to be trained to use these facilities, but so do the teachers, and this could be both financially costing and time-consuming. Also, AU et al. Found that there was a lack of time in school to use ICT, and this suggests that even if schools can afford to buy electrical software to aid classroom activities, realistically there is not a viable amount of time to dedicate to using technology due to the nature of the curriculum. For example, English literature is a subject that revolves around published works, and they still have a large amount of cultural value in school, and Ofsted highlights this.
So, has technology changed educational practice? 19th century traditions such as classroom structure still underlie our educational practice, but technology has resulted in a significant change to this. There are more computers in educational institutions now than there were in the past, allowing instant access to online resources. This allows teachers to adjust lessons at short notice in order to be able to adapt to unforeseen circumstances, and students to quickly access new items on OneDrive. Initially, head teachers were the people in schools who had the most understanding of word processors and databases due to their administrative duties. It was not until this knowledge was recognised that it became distributed to classroom teachers, enabling them to take ownership of using these as educational tools. A specific example of educational practice change is the use of the register, which used to be taken via pen and paper. Now it's completed online by the use of a database, and if someone is absent, an automatic text is sent to the parent notifying them of this straight away. The movement of educational technology from its traditional base, the school, towards the home environment, as suggested by Abbott, is beginning to take away the focus of the teacher as the ultimate educator and transform it into a more student-centred learning.